Welcome back to another episode of Modern LoverZ. I'm Lance Jones.
I'm Keedy.
Hey y'all, it's Tamia.
It's Charleston.
What's good with it, Keegan?
It's Keegan. What's going on?
Hey man, if you're not loving, you're losing.
Hey man, look, I hope y'all loved the last episode, and I don't know how much content y'all want, but we giving it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Everything y'all need, everything y'all say y'all want, we pushing it to y'all. Y'all gonna be a stepdaddy or not? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, some of them girls be out there having a lot of kids and be trying to lock it down with one man who ain't got no kids. And then, I mean, is the man really the prize? I feel like, you know, like we touched on in the last thing, both people got to be the prize. Like, you got one person that's gonna be like kind of like half the prize, and the other person is gonna be the other half, and they make one. You know what I'm saying? I told you I ain't good with math, but 1 + 1 = 2. And 0.5 + 0.5 = 1.
That part.
So, you know what I'm saying? Check me out. But look, we got in store for y'all today. How y'all feeling today? Everything good? Everything good?
Yeah, we're good over here.
Good. How you doing, Keegan, man? What's up, man?
All right, man. Been working, man.
Working hard, huh? Still in time, huh? Not fighting crime. Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? Look, we happy to be back. As always, happy, you know, of course, we happy for y'all to see our face, you know what I'm saying? But you know, look, let's get into the episode. Let's break down some real good content for y'all, and hope y'all enjoy. So let's go.
Yo, this is my 14-year-old daughter, Mari. When you start dating, what he gonna have to do?
Work for my dad.
Are you splitting 50-50 with anybody? Why?
Cause you don't.
Come on, see, common sense for her. Y'all gotta understand, the reason why I be so stern on paying 100% of everything because I have two beautiful baby girls, all right? I got a 14-year-old and I got a 2-year-old. And guess what? They ain't finna be dealing with that bullshit that most women gotta deal with in today's time. They not finna be out here struggling, you know, trying to figure out how they gonna eat their next meal because they dealt with the wrong man. No, you gonna have to pay 100% for everything, all right? I'm raising them the same way that they see their dad doing. I've been paying all the bills since day one. My wife have never touched a bill since 2014, and that's the year that I met her. Pay 100% of everything, because if you don't, you are not considered a real man. Stay by yourself until you're able to provide 100%. That's all I'm saying. You can't do that, you don't need to be with nobody. The relationship math is, if you can't take care of yourself, you damn sure can't take care of this person. Stay by yourself and prioritize yourself. This is why I firmly believe in 100% of everything. Men is supposed to pay 100% of everything, especially if you got baby girls. How dare you say that you ain't gonna do that and women don't deserve this and that? Your daughter should be looking at you like you crazy. We real men, and real men stand up on real men responsibilities, all right? We stand up for what we believe in, and this is what we believe in as real men. This is a real man telling you, pay 100% of the bills and don't consider yourself a real man. Because guess what? It's kids like mine that's actually getting raised to actually with that mindset of actually elevating, all right? Comment your thoughts below. Let's get it.
I agree and disagree with what he said though, because like when he's saying like he expects you to pay 100% of everything, but he also setting you up to be able to pay everything, because in the beginning he asked like, what do they have to do for me or something, and he was like, you have to work for me. He making $1 million, so he's setting you up to be able to make that $1 million to provide for his baby like he can.
But I don't know. I don't know, because I feel like he's not setting me up. He's setting himself up, because really, his daughter ain't working.
Right.
That's true.
So
and who's to say she gonna work when she get a little bit older?
She don't.
Right, and like you notice, like kids that are like kind of spoiled like that, they have that sense of entitlement that the world, that everyone in the world owes them something, because their parents gave them everything and they didn't have to work for nothing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like what Keith said. I agree and disagree. It's like he basically wants a man to be able to provide for himself first, which I do agree with. But paying 100% for everything is a little bit crazy.
Well, you know, he don't want his daughters to work, so he's setting a man up to make sure that his daughters don't have to work.
I think I'm okay. Like, I'll be 100% okay with taking care of like the bills that come into the house if I have like a high paying job, right? Like if I'm coming home every day and I come home, my wife is home all day long, she handling And I'm not gonna just say like handling like all the house responsibilities by herself. I'm gonna be like, you know, if you handling 75% of the house responsibilities outside, like taking the trash out, stuff like that, stuff that a man is supposed to do, I'd be okay with like paying 100% of the bills, but for my wife, but not for like my girl, like not for like just a regular old girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, because the fact that he said that he started paying all her stuff when he met her is insane.
That mean he was tricking. That's
I mean,
exactly what that
basically
means.
is tricking in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because how you know you're actually gonna be with this girl, you don't really, and I'm not gonna say he don't really know what she gonna bring to the table already.
Yeah.
But it's kind of tight to say like
Right off the rip.
Yeah, to say right off rip, like I know, like I'm gonna be with her, I'm gonna pay all her bills, cause she could have been cheating on him all the time.
Right, he had that
Because
piece, but she didn't.
it's one thing if they was like together and then he came up and then he got big. Then he's like, all right, I'm gonna take care of everything from here on.
Yeah.
But coming out the gate with that is
But we don't know if he was big when he met her or
Exactly.
not. And he ain't gonna say, yeah, I was big when.
Well, you say he handled everything from 2014 when he met her up until now, and I do agree with he's saying. He expects what he can give out for his children, and he know that this is what he gave their mama, so they expect nothing less, if not more.
And I understand, like, teaching your kids, like, when you're in a relationship, not to, like, well, his girls, like, not to be paying for anything, but, like, that's also something, like, you need to teach your girls how to work, too. Because, like, what if, like, see me, like, I work, I don't want a man paying for everything that I have because I work and, like, I want to contribute, too.
Yeah.
And, like, just teaching them to sit down and not do anything. Well, I don't know if he's teaching them to sit down and not do nothing, but like that's just what it seemed like in this case. You know, they're not gonna know how to work for nothing. Not just like what they gonna do when they by themselves. Like, what if they don't get in a relationship when they this age or like 20, 21? Like, what if they single at 25? Like, they not gonna know what to do.
Yeah,
They gonna still be dependent on daddy to give them everything they want.
that's true. What you think, Keegan? How you feeling?
I'm kind of like, I'm along the same lines as y'all. And like, I really agree with like Tussin said earlier, how like raising your kids like that could kind of like make them like spoiled and they expect the world to be at the palm of their hand type thing. Like, she might need to know a little bit. Like Tamia said, she might need to have a job, know how to do something for yourself. Like, you might not get into a relationship till later on. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, not everybody got them type of funds like that. Like he got like that. You know what I'm saying? Like what he's saying true. Like, it makes you take care of yourself first. Like that. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. But not everybody millionaires, man. Not everybody making $100K or like, you know what I'm saying, a lot like that.
Yeah.
To where like they're taking care of themselves and they comfortable and they don't like to have a whole lot of stuff like that. You know, they survive and they eating all their meals and all that. But like it's different when you add another person and then the other person is like different from you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, like some men like you could use the same toothpaste for like a month or two. You know what I'm saying? You thugging, you getting it. Your girl, she might need different toothpastes or like she might go through toothpaste fast. She like to brush her teeth a lot. I don't know. Like that's an example. You know what I'm saying? But like it's just like also too like what type of person you're dealing with too.
Yeah, I think that's legit though. I think some guys can live like a basic lifestyle, right? Like, you know, $50 haircut, if you get your haircut, whatever, $50 haircut, you know, you might get gas 2-3 times a week. You might buy clothes like every 2-3 months, something like that. You're not buying a whole bunch of stuff. But I think, me personally, and girls don't take this the wrong way, but I think girls are a lot more needy when it comes to like just certain things. Like, there are certain things that some girls won't do. Like, I know girls who brush their teeth with water bottles. So it's like, how you brushing your teeth with a water bottle and you expect me to have 2 cases upstairs in the bathroom just for you to brush your teeth? Because you feel like the tap water is like, it's tap water.
That's crazy.
But you grew up brushing your teeth with tap water. But now all of a sudden,
your whole life.
you 18 now you can't use tap water no more.
One thing about New Orleans water is bad.
I mean, water everywhere, man.
Shit, my teeth always been white.
You've been using it this long. You've been using it this long, bro. Like it's too late. If something's gonna be wrong, you already got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, guys, like I could take care of myself, but when I bring another person on it, it is a little bit more.
Especially
heavy.
with dealing with a woman. Cause it's
Yeah.
like y'all just require more, and it's
It's
not saying
right.
nothing
It's
wrong
not
with
a
that
bad
thing.
thing,
It's
but
just like
it's a
it's just the
little
way
bit more,
it is.
You're not able to handle it right now. You gotta wait till you are able to
Well,
handle
I
it.
mean,
That's what
I
he's
can handle
saying.
it to a certain extent. Like they got another
To
video
an extent.
Cause
You
they
can't
got
do
some
it.
stuff that y'all be doing and buying is just a little bit excessive.
Yeah,
but
but
I
I
mean,
feel like once we get married, everything gets joint, right?
Right.
So it's half. So it's 50% of you. So I'm no longer. But now I'm going to end up paying the full 100. But I think that there's a way that women can come in and meet the dude, like, and they maybe not 50-50, but, 60-40.
You just gotta find
what works for y'all.
You
what
just
works
gotta
out for
find
you,
what
yeah.
works. Like, as far as taking care of a girl because she more needy, like, you don't need to do that as boyfriend and girlfriend. But, like, yeah, like, once you get married, yeah, like, I expect my man to take care of our relationship, but I'm also gonna be making income, so like maybe mine will go into savings or something, and if you need it, just pull it out, like,
Yeah, I feel like the girl, like if a guy is providing, the girl's money should go to vacation and stuff like that.
like, yeah,
Yeah, we can do
savings.
that.
I'm
I can
talking
have
about
play money.
5-star vacation. Like I will be at the Hilton, at the top of the Hilton in a little circle port, or the Hyatt at the top of the Hyatt. You know what I'm saying? Or like we go to a football game and stuff. Like we stay 2-3 minutes from the stadium.
Yeah,
where, like,
a walking distance.
Yeah, walking distance. Like I don't want to be staying 6 miles away. We got to Uber to the stadium. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm expecting that money to actually go to something like useful.
Or like if I do that, either that or like use her money for like investments and stuff
Yeah,
like
for
that.
investments. Yeah, to like build a portfolio. And stuff,
Right,
yeah.
because it's like if a man is using like, let's just say he using like 70% of his take home income on everything, right? That only leaves him with like 25-30% left to do it whatever,
Yeah.
versus she's saving her 70 to 80% of her income. So you could put that in savings, you could flip that, invest that, you could do a whole bunch of stuff with that. But it just depends, and it just varies from situation to situation.
Yeah, I feel like everybody should just, when you get into this relationship, you have to figure out how y'all finances gonna work with
Yeah,
each other.
and y'all should talk about those things at the beginning. Don't wait till money becomes an issue.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, hey,
Talk about it, yeah.
this beginning of the month, where your 50% at?
Right.
I
But
think
even
like
if
you always want to have like people, older people used to always say like you want to have 3 to 6 months of like rainy day money for
Right.
whatever bills, like whatever your total bills you want to have, they already allocated because anything how you can lose your job, you know,
Right.
fall out of
Yeah,
the car.
health, because
A girl can hit a curb and the
Yeah.
whole car can blow up. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's gonna happen. So it's like you always want to have the extra to the side. And I think that if one person is paying the bill, that other person can say, look, okay, look, I'm making some money too, it's going on to the side. But like, I think in this guy's case, I don't know what, I don't know, it's like weird because what are you introducing your kids to now that they can work on to be prepared for like regular life? Because say you don't find a man,
right.
where's your money gonna come
He gonna be
from?
spending. He gonna be paying for her expenses
Paying for
till
her
she
expenses
30,
till she-
35 years old.
If she even finds somebody,
Right.
like who's to say that somebody wants your daughter?
And I remember a few years ago, Floyd Mayweather had made his daughter like work for herself and buy her own vehicle, and people was getting on him. But it's like that man
No, you good.
he built himself
His
up,
work,
and he worked
yeah.
for that. And
as
it's like,
up until 18 years old, like or longer, because
Right.
some parents do it longer. They give you the cushion,
Right.
And now it's like, okay, look, you made like, come on,
yeah, like he
You
trying
gotta
to
try,
he
you
trying to
gotta
set her
show
up to
something.
where
Yeah.
if she grow up and she might have a man, might not, she can still take care of herself even if she didn't have a man.
Yeah.
And you know what? Somebody in the comments has said something that's really important because he's teaching his girls if he ain't paying everything, then he ain't good. What if that man that has all the money is still beating you up at home?
That's
and,
what I'm
like,
saying. Yeah.
doing all
That
this
part.
other stuff to you. Like, you need to not just look at the money that somebody make, but their character. And like the amount of money you make is not equivalent to the amount of character that you have.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think. Listen, like 'cause at the beginning when she did say he's gonna have to work for the father, I don't think that he's saying you have to come into the relationship having everything on your own.
Yes, he did.
Oh, never
He
mind.
said that. He
He
said
did.
I started paying everything for my wife
Yeah,
in 2014. And 2014 is when I met her, not when he married her. When he met her.
But it's
Like,
I don't
that's crazy.
know.
I don't know. He's still setting his daughter up. Cause like I know a lot of like rappers and like entertainers, like people that make a lot of money, they make mistakes or like they'll cheat on their girl, they'll do something, they just throw money at the problem instead of
Throw
fixing
money at
it.
the problem.
He put his hands on you. I'm gonna buy you a new G
buy
wagon,
you a new
100K.
G-Wagon,
You just
it's
throwing
good.
money. You throwing money on top
But I'm
of
gonna still beat you up when you come home.
right. That
Right,
pisses me off.
right.
I'm gonna hit you
Yeah.
again, but I'm gonna just throw some money at
Yeah,
you.
but I'm gonna just get, okay, now you get a Porsche, okay, and now you got a Aston Martin, like,
Yeah.
just.
I'm sorry I cheated on you.
But
I bought you some flowers
here's
and a
new
Bentley.
Louis V bag, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, here's a new Louis V bag to wear out with your black eye. But it's like, damn, like, But I mean, like you said, the money, that's a lot of people stay in relationships just because of the money. They don't really care too much about the They're like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this. How I'm gonna do this.
Right.
How I'm gonna do that.
It's like a security net
Where your
for them.
savings at though? Like what you been doing?
They don't know how to work for themselves and save their money. That's why they only know how to spend somebody else's money.
I think women should have all women should have a sense of independence, right? Like to be able to function if your guy dies, gets both his legs blown off, if you're in the military, if anything crazy happens to your significant other,
right.
you should be able to still function in life. Like, yeah, it's gonna hurt, yeah, you're gonna be sad, but at the same time, it's like, okay, shit, like I gotta still live, like whether they dead or alive, like if I ain't trying to die today with them,
right,
and I gotta, do whatever. So like, I mean,
or just simple mishaps like they leave you. Their legs get blown off.
Right. I mean, just leave it.
Or even you want to leave the situation.
Right.
You can't be in that abusive situation.
Exactly.
So do y'all really answer this then? So he kind of talked about somebody being with his daughter, right? Mm-hmm. So let me put this in there. Do y'all feel like somebody has to be fully established to be married to someone?
No. Because most of the time,
what do you mean by that?
You mean like just have it all together before?
Have everything together, right? And where I'm going with this is, I saw a video, and we probably gonna do this later on, but I'm gonna just kind of like touch on it now. The video is about black women not investing into black men. And when I say they wait, like, okay, it was about the NFL, like an NFL guy, whatever. He goes to the league. He with this black chick. She said, well, look, you don't know if you're gonna go pro. You don't know if you're gonna be at the top of the league. You don't know if you're gonna make $1 million or not. But dude was grinding in college, right? White girl said, okay, look, I'm gonna be with you. And don't make no complaints, ain't got no problem. Don't say nothing. Like, she just sitting back, taking her time, watching him go through life. He makes it to the league, boom, they straight. Black chick comes out and says, oh yeah, I was with him when he wasn't nothing. Why he ain't come back for me? But you didn't invest into him. So like you didn't take him and grow with him from his lowest. So what I'm saying is like, could you be married when you're at your lowest? Like, could you go into a marriage? Like when you ain't got it all together. You ain't got a house. You got a reliable car, you got a good job, but you ain't got a house. You might be, staying with your parents or whatever, but you got enough stability to get an apartment. You don't have no kids. You don't have no big responsibility, but you want to grow. You want to be married to somebody and grow in life with them. Mm-hmm. Could you?
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's
go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
I feel like that's the whole point, right? Because like most, everybody's like starting point is different, right? Some people you might graduate college or you might start life with little debt. You still at home, you can save and start your life a little faster compared to other people. They might be behind the curve and they got to catch up. Yeah. So everybody's situation is different, but I feel like expecting someone to have it all together is kind of like unrealistic, because I mean, like, no one really has it all together.
Like, what is like, and like society has put this big narrative out there, like having everything together. What is having everything together?
Right, that looks different.
Like the rich and famous have shit that's going on all day long. Right. Like whether it's legal trouble, relationship trouble, whatever. Somebody has something that they got going on. So like, how could you say, oh, you ain't got it all together?
Like, in all honesty, you ain't gonna have it all together until you at the end of your life when you look back and be like, oh, I figured it out.
You still might not have it all together.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, we think that
it's like life is just about like growing and progressing,
right.
And like you just finding your way as you go, and you gotta climb up the stairs. You might stumble, but I mean, you still progressing forward, and that's the whole point.
Yeah, that you keep going, you ain't stopping, sitting stagnant.
So would y'all would agree? Okay, well, no, you go.
Well, I was about to say, like, fully established, no, because nobody's really fully established. Like, you can't come up with a concrete definition for that. However, I would say, like, I would like my man to be established in some sort of way. Like, for me, you have to be living by yourself. Like, to marry somebody, like, I don't want to marry you and then move into your parents' house. Like, well, I mean, I know you said, like, he's still living in his parents' house, but he got a reliable car, a reliable job. Like, I want you to save your money and get you, it don't have to be a house. It don't have to be a big house. It could be an apartment. It don't got to be a big apartment. Like, I think, like, things like that. Like, you have to be able to live on your own. Not to say that you have to have the big job and the big car, but, like, I want to see you take care of yourself by yourself before I can trust you to live with you and we take care of each other at that point.
Yeah, so you just want to see the effort.
Yeah.
I think she's saying like she wants to be able to see that he can provide for himself before you add me into the equation.
Yeah, that's
you can't
right.
take care of me if you can't take care of yourself.
That's
Yeah,
right,
yeah. But not to say that like you have to have the big house and the big car. Like, I just want to see you working to get there, you know, to get where you want to be in life. And like when I'm there with you, I'll help you along the way. You help me along the way.
Yeah.
But to the point you made earlier, it's kind of funny because like when you're younger and you just starting out, like how you said like the chick will leave the dude that's on a come up.
Yeah.
Like you'll try to get that chick and she'll turn you down, but then years later you put the work in, you built yourself up, and then she try to come back around, and it's like you fat and you got 3 kids
That's what
for
I'm
2
saying.
baby
It's just
daddies,
like-
and now it's like I'm
Right.
supposed to take you.
It's just like you, like in high school, you try to shoot at the baddest girl, right? She
Right.
cool, she nice, she looks so good. You graduate, you got everything established, and now she come back 2 years later, 3 kids, and she like, yeah, you know, it's me from high school.
Yeah, I always knew you was gonna do good things. Right.
Is that you? Like, damn, you look like that now. Like, I don't know. What you think, Keegan?
I agree with more with Tamir this time. Like, I feel like, especially like something like getting married, that's like a serious step in your life. Like, that's not something that need to be rushed. So like, I feel like you should have your life together. If you about to marry somebody and then include them in your life, you gotta have your life together. Like she said before, like, you know what I'm saying, you got your own place, your own car. Like, you can still move up in the world, but you gotta be like established. Not, I don't say established. You gotta have your life together. You shouldn't be, if you living like check to check or like worrying about where your next meal come from, you do not need to worry about getting married at all. Like, even if like you got kids, you need to make sure your kids are straight before you worry about marrying somebody. Like, that's something like that's not something to rush into.
Yeah.
You gotta have stability.
Yeah, I definitely believe in the stability, and I definitely believe that you gotta be stable. You gotta be stable 100%. You gotta be stable 100%. Okay, so we looked at some of these comments. So the first one says, you pay your bills for your wife. Make it clear to your kids that they have to be a wife first before they get bills paid. Ain't nobody taking care of a girlfriend 100%.
Yes.
Fellas, live your life. Don't listen to what this guy says.
Hey, somebody responded. He responded. He was like, "I've been paying the bill since she was my girlfriend."
Girlfriend.
Oh.
Somebody said, buddy, I watched my step pop say 100% of everything from pay 100% of everything from my mom. She was happy, right? Yeah. As soon as he left, she would go days crying and crying. Really hit. She had nothing without him. No why in the F. Now, why in the F would I teach my daughter to have nothing and depend on a man? Daddy ain't gonna always be there to pick her up when she get left alone. Rule number 1 is to teach my daughter how to fish, and so she ain't dependent on a semen bucket. Depend on a semen bucket. Okay, all right. King Mac, what is it? He verified him. You teaching bad shit. You ain't even listening to yourself for real. KB, you too smart for that train of thought. So somebody says, as a father of 2 daughters, I totally disagree with this. I tell my daughters to pick a man based on his character traits that love you and that can build you up that's willing to protect and provide. A man's value is solely not based on his finances because you're setting up your daughters for disappointment and unrealistic expectations. Somebody says she will be single. Nothing is wrong with 50-50. Y'all gotta stop.
I see somebody, they say while you're teaching your daughters what they should expect from a man, you should also teach them how they're supposed to treat a man. That doesn't mean you should bow down to them, but how to treat them.
Argumentative.
Oh wow, words. Argumentative. And how to be supportive. Unfortunately, you men teach your daughters one side of the equation of a relationship and not the other.
Yeah, I think that's well said. Like, I think that, okay, should finances be a part of, like, finding somebody and being secure? Does it count as, like, a part of being secure? Yes, 100%.
But it's not the end all be all.
But it's not the end all be all.
Just like with anything else.
Because if y'all wanted to be together, y'all gonna work together. So
together.
if you really want this man, you gonna get you a little part-time job to help pay the bills.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. All right, y'all ready to go to the next one?
Yeah.
So don't tell your daughters to rely on a man 100% because it just may not work. All right, y'all ready? Next one.
just like becoming a submissive woman is so crazy because the power you hold by doing that. I'll give a couple points. One, I was afraid that my feelings won't be valid or like I won't have a voice. What I noticed by just letting my husband make the decisions and just following that, he asks me for all the advice. He comes to me for every question. Yeah. He'll call me, what do you think about this? I don't know what to do. I'm like, wow, what? Yeah. And then I say it, what I think, and then he does it. Mm-hmm. So I end up having a leadership role by just letting him be the final say, but he values my wisdom.
Yeah. I don't want you saying like with that word submit, right? When you look at it from an etymological, you break it down, it means she responds to you. When a man knows that he can trust his woman, he would value her opinion. Mm-hmm. A man, when he knows that his woman has his back, and when he knows that he has that woman that he can trust, he's going to love her and value her in everything that he does. Yeah. Period. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Oh, man. That's a good one. That's a good one. What you think, Keegan? Keegan's still watching.
Nah, what she said, she's speaking the truth. I'm not even gonna lie. Like majority of men, they don't want to do it by themselves. Like, they don't want to just run a dictatorship. Like, they want their woman to have input. Like, for that woman they love, like, they want her to have input. They want her to, like, feel included in big decisions. Like, make her feel like she have an important voice in their relationship. And then, too, like, sometimes the woman, she might know a little more. Like, a man, he won't make the best decision for the both of them. So he going to take the best advice. If her advice better than his, and she delivered it in a way that's not trying to be disrespectful or like nothing like that, like, cause how you say stuff matter. But if she's delivering in a way like, you know, I'm a little knowledgeable in this, you know, I know that this and this going up, this and this. He gonna be like, oh yeah, for sure. He gonna take that. He gonna listen. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, it's gonna be the input gonna actually, like, you gonna see the results. Like you said, like. No man won't just do it all by himself. Like, if you got a woman that's gonna put in and actually gonna stuff, yeah, for sure, 100%.
I think it's like a man is faced with a problem, or like a person in general, but in this situation, he's a man. You faced with a problem and then you try to figure it out on your own. Then you go to your significant other, because no matter what decision you make, this is gonna affect their life. And you're like, okay, what's going on with this? And 9 times out of 10, he thinking something similar to what she just said. So he should just move in whatever she said. I think it's just like you're looking for that affirmation type thing.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I feel like I'm a man who likes to be supported by like my woman. Like, I want, like, whoever I'm with, I want them to be like, if I want to be able to come to that person for strong advice, not just a kind of like, oh, you know, if you're feeling like however you're feeling, that's the, you know, that's the decision you want to make. I kind of want somebody that's gonna not tell me exactly what to do, but be so strong in the ear that I listen to exactly what they say. Because I feel like a woman's opinion, like if you're with a woman, it matters. Like, because you're not just making the decision for yourself no more. You're making a decision for the whole entire relationship. So if you just decide to do whatever's on your heart at the time, it's like, well, damn, like, you in a relationship with this girl and you didn't take her feelings into consideration. So I think every man looks for like the validation in their woman, and then they don't look for like the sarcastic answer, like, oh, I don't know, you know, or do whatever's in your heart. Obviously, my heart is like all twisted around right now.
That's why I need your help, bro.
Because I feel like all men are general problem solvers, and they can solve any problem, but they need that, like, they need that confirmation from their woman to say, like, you're making the right decision, man. Like,
right.
I stick behind you.
Basically, exactly. Because it's like, as a man, you're a natural leader. You're supposed to, you know, be the one to go out and solve the problem or do this and do that. But just having a woman that you can value her opinion and you can come to her with, it's like, hey, I have this problem. I have a solution. Tell me what you think. And that opinion and her beliefs is firm and could support that. Or if you just, you know, out of line, she'd be like, no, baby, like, let's not do that.
You need somebody to second, because you can't go out saying you know everything when all your decisions are wrong and you thinking they right, but you don't have that second person saying, look, that's probably not the best idea.
Right. I think that second opinion comes in this. It's like a slapping. It's like a wake up check. It's like, man, like if you was thinking anything off over here, don't mess with that.
It's like the green light is like, all right, I like your thinking, let's go with it, or it's like that red light, like hold on, like let's stop and let's go back to the drawing board and think a little bit more.
But I think it just gives you that sense of you feel supported and you feel like you're the you have the floor to like make the confident decision to get to exactly where you need to. And I feel like when women don't give that, it has a man like, damn, like who else should I go to? Or who should I be looking for information from? You don't really know.
And it's like, I feel like a lot of women hear the word submit and they think it's like, oh, you gotta worship the ground your man walk on. And it's like, and that's like that's further from the truth. It's like you submitting to his like leadership and just like the man he is or the man he's trying to be. You have so much faith and trust in him and what he can do to lead you and your family that you're submitting to his plan to, you know, just make sure y'all straight. It's not necessarily you giving up everything and you just doing whatever he say, but it's just like, I trust you. I don't have to think about it as much as you do.
Yeah, and you know what, Charles, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, a lot of people get the term submit confused, like how women more think like is whatever you say goes, you know, I don't have no saying nothing, yada yada, and like a man would get it confused, like, oh, whatever I say goes, and you don't have no saying nothing. It's like, it's not like a superior inferior type of thing. It's more of a man and woman are together. It's just that the man who's supposed to be the head of the household has the final say in everything. That's not to say that the woman can't go and have a conversation with him and say, listen, this is what I think about this, and like, that's why he should be able, and she should be able to be comfortable with his final say because they came to agreement together with themselves, and then he just goes forth with it.
Yeah, I like that. So I feel like I always send my daddy to go like, I always send my mama to go like convince my daddy to do something. Like I was just trying to get him to give me the whole table for Zulu ball. Just the other day, and Zulu ball not till March, but I'm like, Mom, I need to get this table for Zulu ball, and I'm sitting here to go try to convince him. She like, well, it's his table, but we could talk about it, right? And I mean, we ain't get the table, of course, but we're still trying. So, but I feel like you should be able to say, like, you as a kid or you know, son, daughter, whatever, you should be able to go to one parent and be like, look, I can't figure out how to get this parent to like come into my realm. How can you get them to make that right turn instead of making that left turn?
Sometimes it'd be like, I ask my mom, she'd be like, ask your dad. And I ask him, he'd be like, oh, I say this, but just ask your mom just to make sure. And that's how it be.
But that's how it is though. Like when you have a strong family house, it's not just like a one thing say. It's like, okay, look, go to your dad, let me see what he says first. Then you come back to me. Right. And we'll, you know, then we go from
like there. Whenever we went to Tennessee, I was telling my mom asking all these questions, oh, what do? My dad like, oh, I'm fine with it. Yeah. And she like, just like that? Yeah. He can go. Okay. It's like, all right.
Okay, go. Right.
It just adds another layer of trust when you see that your woman like has your best interest at heart and wants to express her feelings to you about a certain situation. Because like, if I'm making a decision, I know I'm not a man, but I can guess. I can guess that this is how y'all feel. Like, so like, if I'm making a decision and I ask somebody for help, and they say, oh, it's whatever, you do whatever you want. Like, it's like, well, I'm asking you for help because I need your help. I want your input. I'm not going to come back and ask you for nothing if you just going to go back and go along with whatever I say. So, like, that destroys the trust. Even though you feel like you pleasing that person by letting them do whatever they want, it just destroys the trust.
Yeah. And another side thing, too. Ladies, please, if your man just asks you a simple question, stop saying I don't know.
Yes. Oh, because
that shit. Like, I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but it's like it be like little things.
I see a video like that.
It'd be like, hey, you wanna do this? It's like, I don't know. It's whatever. It's like I'm asking you for a reason.
Yes.
Like obviously, of course, I could just choose and do whatever, but I'm asking for your opinion. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's whatever, and then you choose something. Oh, I don't want to do that.
It's like,
well, I asked you earlier. You didn't give me no input.
Like I don't know either, so I'm trying to make sure like. You know, if I say this, you're gonna be good.
Right.
Just say yes or no. Like girls make it so
they be like, I don't know. It's like, I'm gonna think about it.
You don't know, I don't know. Shit, right. We both don't know, and now we screwed.
I'm trying to figure it out.
And you upset because you're hungry.
Right. I'm trying to figure it out for me and for you. I shouldn't have to try to think for both of us. It's I got it. You got it. We come together. We make a decision.
And it's like you said. They say I don't know. You decide on something. No, I ain't really want to do that.
Why you didn't say this earlier when I asked
you? Don't want to do shit. You don't want to do nothing. I don't understand that. Yeah, no, I don't understand.
And I'm one of them girls, so.
Oh Lord.
I don't. I just don't be knowing.
But at least say that. Don't just keep saying I don't know. Just be like, I'm trying to think about it.
I just ask me in 5 minutes or something. You know, like we can pull over, whatever. Wait.
Right.
Like,
But don't wait till we right done.
I don't
Be
know.
like,
You
I
decide.
don't do this
Get
no
there. I
more.
don't want that. What do you want then?
We halfway to the restaurant. Oh,
Exactly.
babe, I don't want to go there no more.
Actually, no.
Why
I
you
usually
just-
like drive
I'm in the
past
parking
and
lot.
see
We done
something
already
else I
walked
like,
in the door.
and I
Right.
be like,
Go somewhere
actually, we should go.
else. Just sat down and ordered the whole appetizer. They gonna go somewhere else. Crazy. I don't know. What you think about that? Keegan girls just saying they don't know.
I ain't gonna lie, that look aggravate me, dog.
All
Like,
men. All
I
men.
hate this. I don't know in general. I'm not gonna lie.
And it's like I
I
don't know
do
if they
look
doing
at-
it on purpose or it's like they see other women do it and they act like that too. And that's
Yeah.
that's what threw me for a loop.
Or they can
No,
just
just not
genuinely
No, on social media, I be seeing the videos and I go in the comments. They be like, "Girl, me too." So we all the same
We all
person.
the same
So we all just don't know.
Yes.
No.
I'd be like that too.
It seems like all the men the same
like-
person too, because y'all can't figure it out, right?
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, all right. But look, hey fellas, if y'all girl don't know, just tell her you know. Like tell her you need her to know so you can know. You know
Or
what
they
I'm
be-
saying?
they be
Because
hitting
girl,
the
that's girl English. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to know so she can know so y'all can know together.
Right.
Because they don't understand regular English.
Okay,
You tell them
so
they
hold
stop.
on.
They don't
Why
understand.
Why is it
So
just
y'all-
a girl thing? Why is it just
Because
a girl thing? The men
y'all
don't
are-
know either.
cause
We
y'all
know.
are-
We
cause
know.
y'all
We
are-
just need our validation.
Y'all
from
are
our
just
women.
y'all are on average way more indecisive than we are.
Real talk.
And y'all emotions be all over the place.
And they say girls mature faster.
I think that's a bunch of BS, but that's
No,
another
that is
topic
true.
for another day.
That is true.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Yeah,
true.
okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nigga, I just get serious faster for some reason. I don't know why.
What?
I be stressing out early.
No, because
Girl, you
boys will
said
wake
so
up at
early,
2
that's what
o'clock
it
in the
be.
morning and start hitting you with a pillow, talking about a freaking pillow fight.
That's fun. Yes,
Not
bro, that is
fun.
so fun.
If you dead in
Yes.
your sleep and somebody just
Dude,
hitting you,
guys are like we just are.
We are
bigger
children.
kids.
We,
just
literally.
men child, like man child.
That's
really
literally-
what we are. Like I would love like a pillow fight in the middle. That is
We
fun.
love simple things.
Yes,
Ooh, that's
men,
not fun.
have pillow fights with y'all ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like that is fun. Beat the piss out of her.
But don't do it.
Night.
Don't do it.
Don't do
Don't do it if she
that.
on her
Don't
period.
do
She
that.
gonna get mad at
Yeah,
you.
she'll get mad at you. But I'm saying beat the piss out
I'll
of her
take
with
it.
that pillow. So it's just fun.
I'm gonna take it one good hit and she start crying. Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Right,
see,
you
the
got that
man
one
get
good
aggravated,
hit
like, bro, it's a
and
pillow, bro.
that's
Y'all be hitting you with a pillow. Think like I'm picking up a whole
that
chair
it be
and
feeling
throwing
like a
it
whole
at
weight.
you. I'm just hitting you with a pillow. Like that don't hurt. Like
Right.
and it's the Walmart.
I ain't gonna lie.
You
I
talking
ain't
about
gonna lie,
that?
but some of them pillows be heavy, boy.
Right, it feel like
That bitch
15
knock you upside
pounds.
your head.
15
Hey, yeah,
pounds.
migraine. You don't play no more,
A
man.
whole brick just hit you. That's how I feel.
What if you got off guard?
They
Like,
did be
Right,
being so
because that's how
dramatic.
we
You get caught off
happening.
guard.
Girls gonna get mad.
He be
Why
like,
you hit me?
what you just hit me for,
I'm
bro?
clearly playing with you right now.
Right.
Okay, look, girl, y'all don't want to play with y'all husband or your boyfriend and have a kid. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
guy will be very entertained.
Get a
with
dog.
playing with the kid.
well, I'm down for a pillow fight.
I like it. I mean, pillow fight. That's fun. Like,
Right.
yeah. And then there's no winners. I mean,
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
the guys gonna win.
It's
but-
the winning because
The
y'all be
guy.
so aggressive.
The guy.
I ain't gonna lie, I get competitive, so I'm trying to catch that dub.
I'm
That's what I'm
good.
saying. I won't win.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I mean,
good in the
We can play with like Nerf guns or something. I could do
Ooh.
that.
I
Just
would-
Hey,
don't
look,
hit me with no
look, shoot
pillow.
the wrong way. Why you shot me
Oh,
right
no.
there?
But
That
see, they
hurt.
got
They
like
won.
a dude, they got a guy
Hey,
on
gotta get the-
TikTok.
gotta get
me
the
and
splatter
girl,
gun.
like content and stuff.
Those splat
Where
guns
they-
hurt.
Where they
No.
put the balloons
Ooh-wee.
on the door and stuff, and one of them be walking, he just shooting.
Ooh,
through,
I'll be
and
so
then
bad in some
Bro,
situations.
yes.
She be all dressed up and then a boop, and he be like,
the
I'm
balloon.
sorry.
Oh, he come pop the confetti on him too. That's fun though. Like that's what guys like to do. So like, yeah, if you want to keep your guy entertained, Nerf fight, water balloon fight, pillow fight, any kind of fight.
Yeah, wrestle.
Anything
Yeah,
aggressive.
wrestle. It's gonna turn
They
into
can
something
run,
else,
they
though,
can-
but
Oh Lord.
wrestle. Yeah, y'all have fun with that.
Yeah,
Y'all have fun.
suplex her off the bed.
Right. Right. So in them comments, the girl said they won't get it. It's instilled in them to fight and argue and question the black man's authority. That's funny. She should have kept this a secret. Let the ones raised right keep winning. Unfortunately, a lot of men want to be fit to lead and simply are not. Every man want to be the big man, the smart man, the capable man, etc. But oftentimes women treat you as what you are. If you must ask, suggest, or force dominance or decision making, you ain't it. Very few are actually cut from the cloth, but so many wish to be.
Well, I feel like
I mean, that's true, but at the same time, though,
I feel like you can change. Yeah.
she chose that man.
Crown is too heavy for most. Know your lane.
No, I feel like the men who are really aggressive and forcing their dominance, they are not that leadership quality yet. You have not grown into a man. You
Right,
still a
just a
boy
facade.
trying to You still haven't figured out what you want to do with your life. Well, even like you understand, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to have it all figured out, but you haven't grown into that man's
Right.
point of view yet.
He gotta grow up, but you also chose him, so that's kind of your fault too.
That's heat. But look, man, this is episode 24 of Modern LoverZ. What you say? What you tell them?
If you ain't loving, you losing.
Hey, man, Modern LoverZ episode 24. We out.
I will love it anyway. Let's go. Even if you cannot stay.